Okay, I have to say, this is big. Leave it to Andrew Lessman when we do these fantastic remotes live from his facility, his state-of-the-art factory in Henderson, Nevada. He really pulls it out all the stops. And I have to say, he has hit it out of the park tonight. I mean, seriously. It's very easy. Basically, you've got two choices to make. Do you want your glucosamine and chondroitin, or do you want your turmeric with your ginger? So on your choices, we have the
a bundle of both.
Or the bundle of both, which is huge. So that means on the glucosamine, you can choose the 90, the 300, or the 600. But here's where it gets really interesting. If you do the 90 count, you get a 60 count, basically, of the turmeric for free.
Ginger turmeric.
Of your ginger turmeric. The 300 count of the glucosamine, basically with the ginger turmeric free, or the 600 cap with the 400 count of the ginger turmeric free. And here's why I can say that. If you check out our normal pricing on that 600 count size of just the glucosamine chondroitin, which we wait for Andrew to do, check this out. It is less money. It is more affordable to get basically...
the price of 600 capsules of glucosamine and chondroitin is $238.
Right.
So that's just glucosamine and chondroitin. For $169 tonight, you get that 600, and you get, in addition, the 400 of the turmeric and ginger extracts. So basically, well, let's put it this way. If you look at the savings, you're saving $250 when you invest $169. You're saving $145 when you invest $99. So the savings across the board are fantastic. Our glucosamine and chondroitin, I've been doing glucosamine and chondroitin for 35 years. It was one of the original products we made. And it's something, again, that was relatively recently discovered by other companies, say 10, 15 years ago. So it's something that I don't think there are other companies that have as much experience as we have with it. And what we've added today is something that, again, the research has really supported, is turmeric and ginger extracts in terms of their soothing properties for the joints. So you get the structural properties and all the relief that comes with that, with glucosamine and chondroitin. And then you get the soothing properties, not just for your joints, also for the digestive system in terms of turmeric and ginger. So if you want, get the bundles. The bundles are less expensive than glucosamine and chondroitin are when you add the bundles, including both products. It's less expensive than, I think, the single products on their own.
It is, but yeah, Andrew is also doing something called a bonus buy, which is also unusual because he really does realize, if you're like me, these are products that we wait for him to do. He's never done the turmeric ginger as a Today Special ever. So if you buy the large size of the chondroitin, or if you buy the large size of the turmeric ginger, you're getting $10 off. But here's where it gets really interesting, because we know most of you are going to do that big bundle. If you get one of those big bundles, you could actually get a second. Well, you can buy as many as you want. And every additional bundle is $20 less. So the first bundle is $169. The second or third bundle becomes $149. Right. So you get to save even more. And what I wanted to just explain on your screen, those graphics there, just in case it might be confusing, where it says 90 or 60. That means you could, at that price, you could order either a 90 of glucosamine chondroitin or a 60 of the turmeric ginger. That's either or. So same price, slightly different size. Turmeric ginger is a slightly smaller size. So that's the first graphics are either or. The graphics at the bottom with the plus sign, those are the bundles where you're getting both. So I know it could be confusing because the price of the bundles would be a Today Special price for just the glucosamine chondroitin. The savings is that big just on the glucosamine chondroitin. So when you add the turmeric ginger, it's just a wonderful bonus to see how the two together could give you a great experience. Absolutely. So let me just go through this again real quickly. Sorry about this, Rob. It just makes it easier for me. You can choose the glucosamine separately. That's what Andrew was just describing. In the 90, the 300, or the 600. You can choose the turmeric ginger with the 60, the 200, or the 400. But here again, the bundles are where it gets really interesting. You could get basically a 60 count of turmeric ginger free if you do that 90. You could get basically the 200 capsules of the turmeric ginger basically free if you do the 300 count.
Well, I think it's just easy to show because the 90 and the 60 together are $39.90.
Right.
Normally, the glucosamine chondroitin alone would be $50 plus shipping and handling. So, and today, the 300 and 200 together in the bundle are $99. Normally, the glucosamine chondroitin alone would be $134.
Right.
So it just gives you, it's a great opportunity to save with the bundles. But by the way, if you just want either one, it's a phenomenal opportunity to save with either one. Great savings if you just want the turmeric and ginger. If you just want the glucosamine chondroitin, there's been no better opportunity to save with these products ever in the past.
Well, I have to say, it's really a remarkable opportunity, and especially as we look forward to the new year. I know you're like me. I know you look forward to Andrew doing glucosamine. And the thing we want to make really clear, now remember, all of Andrew's products are customer picks. As an example, on the glucosamine and chondroitin, do you know there are 1,217 reviews? 4.6-star customer pick rating on a product that you're probably going to judge pretty harshly. Maybe you've been told, like my chiropractor told me, that I should be taking glucosamine. Maybe you're the same way. What's so interesting to me, I hope you take time to read some of those reviews, because not all glucosamine is created alike. And I'm speaking from experience, and if you read some of those reviews, you hear those same things, where people say, I was taking someone else's glucosamine, but I wasn't reaping the benefits because other people do not follow the research or do what you do.
Well, it's sad, but the typical glucosamine product on the market today is glucosamine hydrochloride, which isn't going to be beneficial. It's not going to give you the benefits of glucosamine sulfate. It's much cheaper as a manufacturer to use glucosamine hydrochloride for a number of reasons, both because it's inherently cheaper and you use less weight of the material, so you save double as a manufacturer, but you're not benefiting a consumer at all. The only form of glucosamine that should be used, and it's not me saying this, it's the science, the research, the experts, clinical studies, of doctors saying it, it's glucosamine sulfate. And I'll read you the science charts on that. Also, one of the most significant differences in my product is it comes in a small, easy-to-swallow capsule and not big, rock-hard tablets. Glucosamine in a tablet could be challenging for your stomach, and if you've taken it, you know that. So our glucosamine, here, I'll show you. Here's the small, soft capsule, and I'll open that capsule, and you'll see, basically, dust.
Yeah.
Look at that. That is why you can be assured two things. That it's not going to upset your stomach, because that powder can disperse rapidly and not be a rock-hard tablet sitting irritating the lining of your stomach. But also, if it disperses rapidly, what does that mean? It goes into solution. And the only way you absorb anything is if it goes into solution. It has to dissolve, and this will dissolve. So it's going to be mild, gentle, easy on your stomach, easy to swallow. And the glucosamine chondroitin is 4 capsules daily. It has to be. If you want to get the 1,500 milligrams of glucosamine, and it's glucosamine sulfate, which is technically, we give you 2,000 milligrams of glucosamine sulfate, because that's what's necessary to give you 1,500 milligrams of glucosamine. Most companies take shortcuts. They just give you 1,500 milligrams of glucosamine sulfate, which means you're only getting about 1,200. So we make sure that you're getting what you need, what you want, based upon the science, and the science says it's 1,500 milligrams of glucosamine from 2,000 milligrams of glucosamine sulfate. That is what you get, not necessarily from other companies. Also, typically, with these ingredients, you'll see sodium salts, because there's minerals that are part of the complex of both glucosamine and chondroitin. With us, you do not get sodium salts. Most of us are watching our blood pressure. The last thing you want is sodium when you're trying to do something good for your joints. You're doing something bad for your blood pressure, not what you want. So our products give you actually forms of these ingredients, calcium chondroitin sulfate. You get calcium that supports your bones while you're delivering chondroitin for your joints. And also, you get potassium, which potassium is one of those overlooked minerals, really an electrolyte, that is a wonderful, healthy thing. So you get small levels of potassium as well with this. So there's nothing like it. And then when it comes to our turmeric and ginger, those are 2 products that are almost perfectly reviewed on their own. And in terms of clinical science and research, in terms of their benefits, they are not just limited to the soothing benefits on the joints or the soothing benefits on digestion. There's a wide range of benefits. They're present in my liver antioxidant product, at least the turmeric is. So you're getting a product that has wide-ranging benefits, but in terms of the joints, these ingredients together are sort of the 1, 2, 3, 4. Not just a 1-2 punch, but a 1, 2, 3, 4 punch, because it's glucosamine, it's chondroitin, which are the structural components that we really basically need to deliver to our joints as we age, as we challenge them, and especially the lifetimes we lead, and then the turmeric and ginger for their soothing properties to the joint. So you choose either one. They're both at the best pricing they've ever been, which is a big statement with glucosamine and chondroitin because I've been doing it for 35 years. So that's best pricing ever, best opportunity ever, especially with the extra savings you get if you get a large bundle. Or if you get a large bundle, you get to save $20. And I think if you get the large individuals, you get to save $10 on any subsequent bottle you might buy. So the best pricing ever gets even better with that.
It does indeed. And a couple other things I want to show you in terms of savings. So remember, to Andrew's point, you choose your glucosamine or your turmeric ginger root. You're welcome to choose either or. On the glucosamine, it's a 90, a 300, or a 600 count size. On the turmeric ginger root, it's a 60, a 200, it's a 400 count size. When we talk about savings that are mind-blowing, to Andrew's point, if you see normally, well, even on the 90, let's just start there. Even on the economy sizes, normally the 90 of glucosamine alone is over $50. If you take a look, basically, you are getting for all intents and purposes, the turmeric ginger root free. Here's another example. On the 600 count, normally the glucosamine alone is $238. To get the 400 count of the turmeric basically free.
No, so the pricing is, bar none.
It's staggering to me.
First of all, you won't find quality like this in any supermarket, in any pharmacy.
No.
And I say that with absolute confidence and conviction. And again, you can read the reviews on these products, that these products are, all of them, without exception, are over 90% positive reviews. And when you get a glucosamine or chondroitin product, you expect results. You expect to experience a benefit. And one of the things we read over and over, just like on my other products, when someone stops using it, even if they go use someone else's, they notice a significant, a dramatic difference until they start using this again. And that's because typical joint products are not made to work because they don't really follow the science. They violate it in so many different ways. We do not. The science is what makes these ingredients interesting, even exciting. And so as exciting as the ingredients are, as exciting as the science is, why would you want to violate the science? And I think that's because most companies, they consider other things than the interests of the people who use their products. I use these products too. I took these products today, in fact. I take them every day. So I'm not going to compromise what I put in my body, and you get the exact same products home. What I wanted to do, because what's most exciting is the science and research. I was going to read some of the science and research charts and then actually read some quotes. And maybe we'll get to some reviews, but quotes directly from the clinical studies and directly from medical journals that talk about this. So we'll start off with, to give you a sense how serious the ingredients, starting with glucosamine chondroitin. More than 19,500 papers have been published on glucosamine. That's a small number of papers. That shows some serious international interest, 19,500. More than 17,000 papers have been published on chondroitin. More than 1,200 papers have been published on both used together. Combined, more than 2,600 clinical trials, meta-analyses, and systematic reviews have also been published. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. And what you're getting in the glucosamine product, as I said before, you're getting 1,500 milligrams of glucosamine sulfate, and you're getting chondroitin sulfate, 1,200 milligrams. You're getting 80 milligrams of, you're actually getting, I think, 2,000 milligrams of glucosamine sulfate, as I said, 1,500 milligrams of glucosamine. You're getting 80 milligrams of calcium, 260 milligrams of potassium, and vitamin C at 10 milligrams. So it is a additive-free, 100% pure, won't upset your stomach, ultra-fine powder. And just so you understand the role that glucosamine and chondroitin play not only in your joints, think of other tissues in our body that have to be unusually strong, but also unusually elastic. When tissues have to be strong yet flexible, glucosamine and chondroitin populate those tissues because those are the role those molecules play, the roles they play. So as we read here, glucosamine and chondroitin play a critical role providing both strength and flexibility to the following body tissues. Connective tissue, obviously, cartilage, tendons, ligaments, synovial fluid, but also our bone. So we don't want our bones to be brittle. They need to be able to flex themselves. Blood vessels, arteries, they need to be very elastic. We don't want our arteries getting hard and inflexible as we age. In fact, they often say you're only as old as your arteries are. Heart valves, nails and skin, and even our eyes. So tremendous amount of roles that glucosamine and chondroitin play. What I wanted to do is just read some quotes from the research. I have a whole bunch here. But clinical trials of glucosamine, this is from the Journal of the American Medical Association. That's a pretty respected publication, I'd say. Clinical trials of glucosamine sulfate and chondroitin sulfate preparations in supporting joint health have demonstrated moderate to large beneficial effects. I think any of us taking a supplement that's harmless would be excited, thrilled with moderate, but ecstatic with large. Both glucosamine sulfate and chondroitin sulfate have been proven, that's their word, not mine, to be safe and effective in supporting the health of the joints. Journal of Family Practice. A combination of glucosamine and chondroitin should be considered viable first-line joint nutrients, joint support nutrients. Be sure to tell patients to purchase, there you have it, glucosamine sulfate, not glucosamine hydrochloride, the first thing I had mentioned. Glucosamine sulfate and chondroitin sulfate have been consistently shown to support the health of the joints, consistently shown. And that's from the Journal of Rheumatology. Chondroitin sulfate is effective in supporting the health of the joints on its own. However, it has also been shown to enhance glucosamine sulfate's joint support role benefits. That's why we put them together. The Townsend Letter for Doctors. A combination of glucosamine sulfate and chondroitin sulfate is synergistic because each possesses overlapping and unique functions for supporting the health of the joints and connective tissues. Therefore, it makes perfect sense to combine two proven joint health agents, each with different actions when supporting the health of the joints. And we'll come back and I'll read some more quotes from the science again.
It's pretty amazing, but I will tell you, overwhelmingly, we're almost at 3,000 spoken for, and the predominant portion of us, we're doing the big bundle. And why not? Because basically, if you take a look at your regular pricing, for all intents and purposes, it's like you're getting the turmeric ginger root. Well, you are getting the turmeric ginger root for free, because ordinarily, just the glucosamine, and this is our normal great pricing. Andrew does amazing things for us, you know, every day of the week, but when he does it today's special, he has hit it out of the park tonight. But normally, you're going to buy, after this show, after today, you will spend almost $240 for the 600 count of the glucosamine chondroitin separately, just the glucosamine. Here today, if you take a look, basically you are getting the 400 count of the turmeric ginger root free. And incidentally, it's not just joints, but think for your brain, think for your mood, think for your skin. I mean, there are so many amazing, a multitude of benefits. You get basically that for free because it's less money to get the 400 count of the turmeric free. Now remember again, you can also choose the turmeric separately, 60, 200, or 400. But once more, you're looking at pretty much either or for free. And here's where I think it gets really interesting. Say you were just getting the glucosamine and the chondroitin bundle with the turmeric and the ginger root. Do you realize that is, that's like almost $300 worth of free stuff.
No, if you just look at the turmeric and ginger together,
right,
that's more than today's special price.
It is.
And if you look at the glucosamine and chondroitin, so obviously it's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful value. What I prefer to focus on, it's the best value I've ever had on these ingredients. What I prefer to focus on is the science, and I just have some more quotes here. Because the quotes, as great as the reviews are, and the reviews, you could go to hsn.com, 90+% of the reviews are positive reviews. They're going to say how amazing this product is and how wonderful it works, and I encourage you to read them. But it's really the science that takes this out of the world of just our thinking, just another vitamin, just another supplement. This is a seriously researched, clinically studied group of ingredients, all four of them, glucosamine and chondroitin specifically, but even turmeric ginger, which they've been used for hundreds, if not thousands of years, and the clinical science now supports the benefits that had always been historically and traditionally attributed to them. And I love when that happens, when traditional medicine ends up getting, finally, a vote of confidence from clinical science.
Andrew, can I ask you, though, because you read those reviews, and overwhelmingly they're perfect reviews, but so many people say, other glucosamine didn't work for me. Do they just not follow the research, or do they cheapen their product? I mean, I don't know.
That's what, unfortunately, most of the products are glucosamine hydrochloride, not glucosamine sulfate.
Okay.
I can't comment on the quality of their ingredient, the bioavailability of their ingredient. I think most of them are kind of unpleasant to take, hard on the stomach, hard to swallow. So I think a lot of people give up on them. So this is a product that we make sure that not only is it going to give you the ingredients according to the science, but it's going to be in a way that you'll enjoy. It's going to go down easily. It's not going to be uncomfortable. It's not going to be hard on your stomach. It's going to be mild, gentle. You won't even know you took them. And I'll open a capsule again in a second to show you how fine the powder is. But I just love reading quotes from the science. Again, this is another one from the American Medical Association. Glucosamine sulfate is the first line of defense in supporting the health of the joints, according to the current scientific and regulatory recommendations. That's a pretty strong statement. Our results suggest that the long-term administration of daily oral glucosamine sulfate, and remember, it's glucosamine sulfate, not hydrochloride, at the minimal dose, it's a small dose, of 1,500 milligrams, supports the health of joint cartilage. From the Journal of American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons, the preponderance of scientific and clinical evidence, that means the substantial majority of scientific and clinical evidence, supports the inclusion of glucosamine sulfate in a dose of 1,500 milligrams daily as a component of a joint support program. Pretty strong statement from the American Family Physician. Unlike many supplements that reach the market completely untested in clinical trials, glucosamine has been the subject of considerable research. That's what a point I'm trying to make. Glucosamine is available in multiple forms. The most common are glucosamine hydrochloride and glucosamine sulfate. Hydrochloride has become more common, more popular, because it's cheaper. But the science is glucosamine sulfate. I've never used glucosamine hydrochloride and never would. Here we go, Current Concepts, another scientific journal. The hydrochloride salt of glucosamine is a common glucosamine product, yet it has received relatively little attention from researchers. Researchers know the sulfate component is a critical part of the benefits. Glucosamine sulfate is one of the most studied dietary supplements available today. That's a pretty powerful statement. And that study is good study. In the last 30 years, many trials have been conducted and published on the effects of glucosamine sulfate on the signs and symptoms of osteoarthritis. I have friends who are doctors who say all of us, from the moment we're born, we start working on our cataracts and we start working on our osteoarthritis. I mean, we start working on a lot of things, but we start wearing out our joints. We start, our lenses of our eyes start changing. I mean, there's so many parts. We start working on our wrinkles, everything. Aging is a process. I guess sometimes you can't do it gracefully at all, but we try our very best. And I guess that's what these ingredients are all about. But as we continue on the scientific charts here, from the American Journal of Natural Medicine, detailed studies conducted by the World Health Organization have shown that sulfur is an extremely important component in the therapeutic effect of glucosamine sulfate. That is why you want glucosamine sulfate, not hydrochloride. And unfortunately, if you're going to look at your bottles at home, most of the people at home will find hydrochloride. They won't find the proper ingredient. This is textbook of natural medicine. Research has shown that sulfur is an extremely important component of glucosamine sulfate, and its substitution is likely to decrease the efficacy of supplemental glucosamine. The Cleveland Clinic Journal of Medicine, this will be the last one I'll do here. Most clinical trials of glucosamine supplementation have used glucosamine sulfate because it is well absorbed from the GI tract. However, many of the products, I'd say most of the products sold in the United States contain glucosamine hydrochloride, a compound about which there is considerably less information. Results with glucosamine sulfate may not apply. Of course, they do not apply to glucosamine HCl.
Well, and I think that's really clear. I mean, whether it's the research or the science, and it's funny because we talk and we listen to Andrew. He's such a great educator. I know that's part of the fun of doing these shows. But even when you go armed with information, nobody is making glucosamine in the way that Andrew is doing this. He's heading into his 36th year of business. Of course, the state-of-the-art facility with the solar panels powered by the energy of the sun is really a case in point that he loves you, he loves his customer, and he does things in the world of supplements no one else is doing. So if you already take this like I do, I rely on it, and I know if you take it like I do, you do as well. For me, you can even see a difference on my personal x-rays. Now, I know results are going to vary, but,
I have research quotes that talk about, and of course it requires long-term use,
right?
But I have research quotes that talk about the difference, and it's a picture's worth 1,000 words, that talk about radiologic differences, where you actually can see a difference in joint space and things like that. So it exerts a positive, visible difference in clinical studies as well. There was one more I was going to read that I was going to finish that point I was making, and this is from the medical journal Rheumatology, and this one says most of the negative clinical trials were performed with glucosamine hydrochloride, 500 milligrams 3 times daily, whereas most of the positive trials were performed with, we're talking about clinical trials, with glucosamine sulfate powder at the dose of 1,500 milligrams once daily, which is what we deliver.
It's a big, big difference. And that's why I say, if you already take his products like I do, you know this is your day to stock up. It's a one-day, a one-shot only deal. If you've been dying to try the turmeric and the ginger root, obviously you're getting it for free, so why not? That's why most of us are doing that big bundle. But if you're stumbling upon HSN and Andrew Lessman for the very first time, you really owe it to yourself to give yourself that gift of good health, especially as you get older. If you find that you're struggling, if you find that your joints are talking to you, if you find that your hands, your fingers, your knees, your shoulders, your back. I can tell you for a fact, in the over 18 years that Andrew has been at HSN, he changed my life when he recommended the glucosamine to me. And that is, I can tell you for a fact, I know I'm doing things today at my age that I see my other family members who aren't able to do the same kind of things. And I guess the saying, you know, God helps those who help themselves really is true. And even if you've tried anybody else's glucosamine, you owe it to yourself to give this a try. And that's why most of us are doing this big bundle. And incidentally, because you will take this every day, I rely on this. I mean, this is one of those cornerstone items for me. I know it's going to be the same way for you. But because chances are your hubby, your wife, your son, your daughter, everybody in your family is going to want to take this every day, don't forget about that bonus buy. Now, remember, if you do the large size of the turmeric, or if you do the large size of the glucosamine, you get $10 off if you want to buy another of that large size. But where it gets really interesting, and what most of you are doing, is that big bundle, you take another $20 off.
And the reason why we did that, because that you take 4 capsules a day of the glucosamine chondroitin, you might want to get an extra bottle. You might want to, if you're sharing it with someone else, you might want to get an extra couple of bottles or bundles because you might be sharing it, or you might want it to last a year. If we do another today, we won't do another Today Special for this year, of course. We won't do it again until probably sometime next year, about the same time next year. But I have more science charts. I also have great review charts, but some of the science charts are... Oh, the reviews are amazing. All they talk about it, and I think you expect what the reviews will say, and we'll get to them in a second, but there's just some very exciting science. And mind you, I am not talking about a drug here. I'm not talking about a medicine. I leave like the anti-inflammatory pain relievers and things, I leave that to those other drug companies. But when you talk about ingredients that are critical structural components to our joints, it absolutely makes sense that they're going to exert a soothing effect on those joints if those molecules can be incorporated into the tissues, which is what the clinical studies talk about. So clinical studies talk about how it can affect literally what you experience with your joints in terms of discomfort, what you experience with your joints in terms of even range of motion and things. So, so we'll read a couple more of these charts because I think it's just exciting to see the science. Current medical research and opinion. Studies indicate that administration of glucosamine sulfate, glucosamine tends to normalize cartilage metabolism, inhibiting the breakdown. So we break down our cartilage less readily, and stimulating the synthesis of key structural components of joint tissue. So that's part of, as we get older, we want to reduce the likelihood of that degeneration of tissue. From current medical research and opinion, glucosamine sulfate administration in animals tends to normalize the cartilage metabolism so as to prevent degeneration, just what I was saying, and stimulate biosynthesis, creation of the cartilage ground substance. The mucopolysaccharides, glucosamine and chondroitin, are considered mucopolysaccharides. This rebuilds the damaged articular cartilage and restores articular function. I mean, that might sound pretty technical, but I think we all understand what rebuilding those tissues means. From the American Academy of Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation, the authors of yet another review concluded that enough data exists in the literature to prove that both glucosamine and chondroitin have a significant effect on at least pain and function, and may have an effect on delaying cartilage degradation on the basis of radiographs. And again, not a drug, not a medicine, not a pain-relieving medicine, not even designed to be an anti-inflammatory, but its structural role gives it very powerful, beneficial properties. From orthopedic nursing, the National Institutes of Health found in participants with moderate to severe pain, glucosamine combined with chondroitin sulfate provided statistically significant pain relief compared with placebo. There's dozens and dozens of charts that talk about the experience that's possible with an ingredient that plays such a significant structural role, a structure-modifying role in our joint tissue. And then when you add the botanical benefits of ginger and turmeric, you really have a perfect combination. They come with a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee, whether you're getting one or both products. So you either fall in love with them or you send them back for a complete refund.
Absolutely. And you know what it boils down to? It really is a quality of life issue. And I know we keep talking about the Andrew Lessman difference, and you have to ask yourself, what aren't you doing right now that maybe your joints are prohibiting you from doing? And when you hear science like that with proven thoughts, that to me says you owe it to yourself to at least give this a try, especially at the kind of savings that we're doing today. So let me take you on a tour of your choices one more time, because I will tell you, again, not to be alarmist, but we are outpacing our anticipated demand already. In fact, predominantly, most of you are getting that big bundles. If you saw what Andrew did this last month, it was really a record-breaking month, and those bundles get compromised in terms of availability as the day progresses. So if you want the big bundle, and most of us do, you'd be wise to grab it tonight. I know Andrew can sometimes manipulate or make some adjustments, but you want to make sure that you have this. So you choose the glucosamine chondroitin in the 90, the 300, or the 600. You choose the turmeric ginger root in the 60, the 200, or the 400. The reason most of us are getting the big bundle, and just to be clear, our normal pricing is outrageously good. I mean, Andrew really does think of you, like I keep saying, he loves you, he loves his customers. So especially when you consider that these are all natural, 100% additive free, and not only that, made with the energy of the sun. So it's a win-win proposition. But normally, even our great pricing on the glucosamine chondroitin is $238. If you take a look on your today's special pricing, it's more economical. You are saving basically $50 off, more than that, to get the turmeric ginger root for free. And that's why we're doing the bundle. Same thing holds true if you're doing the turmeric. That means normally with the 60, the 200, and the 400, normally the 400 is going to be almost $200 here at HSN. Today, and only as long as supplies last, if you do that 400 of the turmeric, you get 600 capsules, okay? 600 capsules of the glucosamine chondroitin free for less money than you would spend for the turmeric on its own. Gets better. Here you can see the savings alone, and I know Andrew pointed this out earlier, but basically the turmeric and the ginger root are basically a gift if you consider how much you would be paying just for the turmeric and the ginger root separately. And I think this is pretty interesting too. Say you're just choosing the glucosamine chondroitin. Do you realize on that large size, you're still getting over $141 of the chondroitin included with the glucosamine. So any way you stack it, these are really groundbreaking savings. And Andrew really does, I know he does some pretty extraordinary things when it comes to today's special, but he has hit it out of the park tonight. And you know, I believe things are guided. I believe that you're watching this show for a reason. We would love for you to jump in, and I would love for you to try these, not only because they are the world's finest vitamins, and if you've been told that you should take glucosamine, or if you've been curious, I have to say, I just started taking the turmeric and the ginger root, and I love it. It's a great experience. I mean, it really is.
And I have charts that talk about the benefits for turmeric, the benefits for ginger, because the turmeric ginger is a brand new blended product.
Yeah.
So we've had turmeric out for quite some time, ginger extract out for quite some time, but we only recently blended the two. So this is really the first opportunity to really significantly see that. What I want to show both products again, just so everyone sees, I'll first open a capsule of glucosamine chondroitin, very different from the big kind of glucosamine chondroitin horse tablets that you'll see at pharmacies or supermarkets. Ultra fine powder. It's just dust.
And then you can't get the benefits unless it dissolves.
If it doesn't
like
dissolve.
That.
If it doesn't dissolve, you're not getting the benefits. And again, what you're looking at there, all you're looking at is ginger root extract and turmeric extract. That is all. That's all.
That's
and it's
pretty.
just, they're beautiful products. They're beautiful in their natural state. All that happens if you get them compressed into a tablet under thousands of pounds per square inch of pressure, enormous amounts of pressure, is you imprison their benefits. And then you ensure that they'll be harder for you to swallow. They're going to be more likely to sensitize your stomach. So it just ensures a bad experience and probably no benefits. So the way we make it is the most common sense way, the most straightforward way. Unfortunately, it's the most costly way. But when you look at the pricing of these products, you can make these products and they can still remain affordable. You can make them the best they can be and still remain affordable. What I was going to do is just read some reviews. I haven't read any reviews. Some of these are pretty long reviews. And but these are reviews on glucosamine and chondroitin together. Folks, we're using both. Amazing. I'd been taking Andrew's glucosamine with chondroitin for about 2 years. I ran out and was waiting for his return visit to HSN so I'd get great deals and save money, just like we're doing today.
Absolutely.
Best pricing in 35 years of offering glucosamine and chondroitin. After about 8 to 10 days, I started having joint discomfort and stiffness. Not too bad, but noticeable. It took about 4 to 5 weeks before I reordered them, and by that time, I really had stiff joints and aches. I knew right then how wonderful they were. I hope I never let myself run out again. Thank you, Andrew, from Jerry Fay in Florida. Thank you, Jerry Fay. Outstanding product. I tried just about everything to alleviate the discomfort in my hip. I work on my feet all day, and nothing seemed to work until I tried this. And all of us, as we get older, we're pretty much going to have problems with our knees, our ankles, our hips, wherever it might be our hands. I tried other glucosamine and chondroitin products and found they did not work for me. After 3 days of this product, I could really tell the difference. Now, 2 weeks later, I have no more problems. I highly recommend this product for joint discomfort, and I, for one, will never be without it again. Thank you, Andrew, from Annie in Florida. Love it. I exercise every day and always had sore joints. Also, I have neck problems and took ibuprofen every day. I've been using this for 4 months now and no longer have the issues in my joints. And this is a very different mechanism than, say, the anti-inflammatory. Probably the only medication I ever take is ibuprofen occasionally, when I train too hard. But we're talking about the structure-modifying effects of these ingredients. I recently did not bring it with me on vacation and noticed a big difference when I got back. You won't be disappointed. Don't run out of this one. I let myself run out of this supplement, and sadly, I felt the difference within about 2 or 3 days. My hip and knee started throbbing again. I ordered a much larger size this time and will keep an eye on my supply so I never run out again. By the way, after I received this reorder, I started taking my usual 5 capsules. By the way, now it's only 4 capsules. We modified the formula so we can get more powder into each capsule, and it's now only 4 capsules daily. So it's even better savings. If you were looking at this and thinking it's 5 capsules a day, that 600 capsule supply is not 120 days, it's 150 days. So I should have mentioned that, sorry. So it's just an even better value. You're going to end up getting effectively 25% more.
That's awesome.
What a relief. I'd recommend this for anyone like me who suffers from joint issues. Check out Andrew's supplements. They are the best. Can't do without. These are the best ever. I went off of these for a while and regretted it. My joints became stiff. I began taking this regimen again. I won't make the same mistake again. I ordered the biggest bottle, so I know I'll have plenty, and the price with FlexPay was even better. All I can say is thank you. Oh, and no upset stomach either. I'm a customer for life. I can feel the difference. I used to have joint issues, and I used to hear a lot of cracking and crunching when I moved my elbows and knees. I take this product faithfully, and I'm extremely happy to report that my cracking, crunching days are over. My joints no longer yell at me. Hopefully you start when they merely whisper. But her joints no longer yell at me, and at the end of the day, all of Mr. Blue Eye's products always over-deliver, and I'm thankful that HSN offers these supplements. So that's
really exciting stuff, and I think that's what makes this so fun. I mean, when we talk about a feel the difference product, and that's just it. With a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee, we all know who we are. Whether your joints are whispering, whether they're raising their voices, it's a product that you really should try. And I should point out, with the now over 5,000 spoken for, predominantly most of us are doing these big bundles, which obviously makes more sense.
We have a pace that we know we should be at.
Yes.
Because we need to know if we need to make more, and we'll be making more behind us tomorrow, because we're ahead of schedule, we're ahead of pace, especially on the large bundle and the large size of glucosamine chondroitin. Those are the two that are going quicker than we would have expected. But again, I don't think I'm telling anyone anything they don't know when I say that the way our joints feel, and especially I spent most of my younger years engaged in sports in a fashion that really didn't consider my later years. And I know my parents always lectured me that I'd regret all the sports I did before. But fortunately, I got a great education. And my education allowed me to be making products like this, allowed me to discover products like this, because I spent so much time digging into the medical research and the science. So here I am today, and I'm way past 50. And here I am today, and I run, I bike, I hike. I'm a very active person, and I can honestly say my joints feel better today than when I was in my 20s. Certainly when I was in my 20s, I was engaged in very, very intense sports. But I think that we can do a lot of things to take good care of our joints. One of the things we can do is try to stay at our ideal weight, try to remain active, and of course, there are key ingredients that do provide relief. Glucosamine and chondroitin, I was reading the quotes in Science before, out of the Journal of the American Medical Association, talking about it being the first line of defense for joint support. that it's one of those ingredients that even I think probably 70 countries look at glucosamine, 20 countries look at chondroitin as being ingredients that are recommended for joint health, for joint support of the structure and function of those joints. So these are serious ingredients. Turmeric and ginger extract, both of those botanical ingredients have a very long history of being recommended traditionally, hundreds if not thousands of years, in terms of a soothing role they play for our joints. So they too have a long history, and clinical science has now validated their benefits. And of course, their benefits go far beyond our joints to our digestive system, our liver in terms of cleansing, and even our brain.
Absolutely. But I know at the end of the day, to me, it's about a quality of life product. It really is. And I know Andrew was alluding to it as well, and it might sound funny to say it this way. These are products that I give thanks for, and I'm in the same boat that he was. When I started working with him, you know, over 18 years ago, I was a wreck. I mean, especially in terms of my joint health. And actually, my joints feel better now at almost 50 than they did, you know, in my late 20s and early 30s when I first started working with Andrew. And I think that's a pretty significant thing, because I think for a lot of us out there, we just kind of throw up our hands and we say, well, this is just the way it's going to be, and maybe you're the same way. So that's why I say if there was ever a day to take advantage of these amazing savings, and most importantly, research-proven products, it's a way for you to not only save money, but it's a way for you to make a difference in your body. Or maybe you're like me, I buy these for my parents because both of my parents have been told that they should be taking glucosamine, and ironically enough, like me, they had tried other people's glucosamine and they weren't seeing results. So that's why I really do feel like things are guided. And if you are watching this show, if you've been told that you should take glucosamine, if you've been thinking about it, you really should take the world's finest, because you deserve that bang for your buck. You deserve those benefits. And that's what this is all about. And you know very well, if your joints are talking to you, maybe they're not whispering, they're making themselves heard loud and clear. You know, chances are you're not doing some things. I know it's affecting your quality of life. And that's why we really do give thanks for these products. And we certainly give thanks for Andrew and what he does and this world-class quality. And certainly, if there was ever a day to take advantage of this pricing, it is today. And I think that's why overwhelmingly, I know Andrew mentioned it as well, we're outpacing our anticipated demand on that large bundle. But it makes good sense. If you've been waiting to try that turmeric ginger root, it's basically free on the big bundle.
And the nice thing is, because these products are not a year's supply, even in the large. You can get any of the large products, and if you get a second bottle or any amount additional, each additional bottle of the two large sizes of individuals will be $10 off. And if you get an additional large bundle, each additional large bundle would be $20 off. So if you're going to share with a friend or things like that. So the savings, it already was best pricing ever. That just makes it even better. And I just wanted to read some of the basic review charts that I have. And again, I only read 5 product reviews. 5 is sort of, they almost sound like testimonials, but I'll get to those. And I went through a lot of the science, because I think that's the most important thing that I think we don't realize. And it's sort of, I talk about this all the time. It seems like in our society, we almost expect that for something to have a significant benefit in terms of how we feel, in terms of how our body functions, it must be a drug. We've forgotten the power of diet. We've forgotten the power of a dietary supplement. And that's why I want to emphasize that there's so much science here, that literally 19,500 papers have been published on glucosamine, about 12,000 on chondroitin. So there's a huge amount of research, thousands of clinical studies. So really well researched, really well established. So as we start on this chart here, this is our highest potency of the most important and well-researched natural joint support ingredients, glucosamine and chondroitin. You can bundle them with turmeric, ginger, which are the two most important botanical, plant-based ingredients. Delivers the optimum dose for maximum benefits. Based upon the science, we don't second-guess the science, of 1,500 milligrams glucosamine sulfate. Unfortunately, most folks buying glucosamine are not getting sulfate. They're getting glucosamine hydrochloride, which isn't as beneficial, or not beneficial at all in my eyes. And we also provide 1,200 milligrams of chondroitin sulfate. It contains only the sulfate forms of glucosamine and chondroitin, not the less desirable and less effective HCl forms. Plus, there's no sodium in this product. Most joint products will contain sodium. A uniquely all-sulfate, 100% sodium-free and additive-free formula. Our unique sodium-free formula provides the optimum potency and the ideal all-sulfate forms of both glucosamines and chondroitin. Plus, it's easy to swallow. It won't upset your stomach. These vital structural molecules are required for our joints to retain their elasticity and healthy structure as we age. Glucosamine is formally registered and approved as a tool to support joint health in more than 70 countries, formally registered. Glucosamine's benefits are recognized by health professionals and used by millions of people worldwide. Glucosamine's benefits have been clearly and visibly demonstrated by radiographic and joint imaging, meaning by, say, X-rays or MRIs, CT scans. Glucosamine and chondroitin sulfate help to protect, repair, rebuild, and renew cartilage in joints that suffers normal wear and tear over time.
That's huge.
Every one of us who's aging is experiencing that. It's an opportunity we really don't want to miss. Glucosamine, chondroitin, and sulfate are essential structural and functional components for the normal, healthy repair of connective tissue and cartilage. I mean, that first statement is a very powerful statement, and we read it being stated in so many different ways in the clinical science.
Well, and Andrew, you've told me before, too, glucosamine is to your joints as calcium is to your bones, basically.
What I always talk about glucosamine, chondroitin, sort of being the bricks and mortar of our joints in terms of the strength and elasticity of those tissues. And sulfate is an integral component, and unfortunately, most of the glucosamine you're going to see in your supermarket or see in your pharmacy or see out in the mass market in a discount store is hydrochloride. It's not the form you want. Most of them are in tablets, difficult to swallow, difficult on your stomach, not necessarily as bioavailable or fully bioavailable. I mean, that's a question. I don't know. Our product, there's no question when you look at the form it's in. It's an ultrafine powder in a small, easy-to-swallow capsule that delivers its benefits in a gentle, natural way.
And I think that's exciting. And, you know, we see you can see we've almost sold 6,000 of these now. Most of those are that large bundle. If you were going to take advantage of it, certainly we'd recommend that you try it. And that's the big thing. We want you to try it. There's a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. We pay to send this to you. And remember, it is today and today only. This is part of a special 24-hour live broadcast event. Again, these are not stunt people. These are Andrew's dedicated team who are going to be responsible for making this world-class product for you that you're selecting right now. So let me just break down your availability again. And I know for most of us we're doing the bundles, but remember, whatever your budget allows, you're welcome to choose either or. You can choose the glucosamine separately. You can choose the turmeric ginger root separately. So those are available. I mean, if that's what you would choose to do, or what a lot of you are doing is actually getting extra of the big bottles. So as an example, if you get the big bottle of the 600 of the glucosamine, or if you get the 400 count of the turmeric ginger root, we have something called a bonus buy, in which case you can take $10 off. But if you're doing the big kahuna, as I like to call it, that big bundle, because remember, on the 600 count, normally...
So you have, there's like 9 choices.
Right.
So you have 3 individual sizes of glucosamine, chondroitin, 3 individual sizes of turmeric ginger, and the 3 bundles. So it's very simple. Whether it's the 3 individual sizes, best pricing ever, or the 3 bundles, best pricing ever. And then on the largest bundle and the largest individual sizes, any second bottle will get you $10 or $20 savings, respectively. So we've never done it this well before, and it's important. These ingredients, as I said before, our mobility is priceless. I was just talking to Muriel today that I think part of the reason I'm so focused on my own health is my life is so centered around being active and being capable, and I can't imagine depriving myself of the ability to do the things I like to do. And it varies for all of us with glucosamine, chondroitin. We have some wonderful reviews, looking down at Lincoln here, my dog. We have some wonderful reviews from folks who are in wheelchairs. And imagine the stress on your shoulders, on your elbows, on your hands and wrists. Because remember, our legs are large structures. And imagine having to move around using a much smaller structure, our arms and shoulders. So the stress on their joints is enormous. So we all have our challenges in life, but we all share many things in common, and that's the actual structure of our body. So whether it's our ligaments, our tendons, our cartilage, whether it's the biomechanics of our body, whatever sport you do, whatever you do for exercise, you'll do it differently than someone else. You know, kind of as they say in yoga, there's no perfect yoga posture because it's the posture that's perfect for you. Our mechanics are so different. Our structure is so different, but the molecular structure is identical. And these molecules are integral components in the structure of our joints. So we either embrace them and in so doing benefit, or we don't. And so it's either an opportunity that you get to take or an opportunity that you miss out on. What's wonderful is here, unlike other places you might shop, 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. I stand up here knowing that I make the best glucosamine chondroitin in the world. If you're going to try anyone's and hoping it's going to work, your hopes are best placed in this product. And I feel the same way about our ginger and turmeric. So the reviews also speak for themselves because these products have over 90% positive reviews. And if you look at reviews online for different things, you could look at reviews for the world's best restaurant. They're not as well reviewed as my glucosamine chondroitin and my ginger turmeric. And I think that's a pretty powerful statement. You could look at the best movie. It won't be as well reviewed as these products are.
And you know what is interesting? Andrew's not only our #1 business at HSN, but he's the lowest return rate. And
highest reorder.
Highest reorder.
And lowest return rate, which to me says, okay, it's one thing if someone buys a product when I'm talking about it for the first time. But if you look at that counter, most of that counter are reorders.
Yes.
And I think that's the powerful statement about the quality of a product when it's rarely returned and also when it's frequently reordered or almost constantly reordered, which is the case with this product. More is reordered when I'm not here than when I'm here.
Exactly, and you know that's just it, because you wouldn't take time to rave, and you certainly wouldn't reorder something if it's not making a difference for you. And I am confident in saying I think it's going to be life-changing. I know it was certainly life-changing for me. So if you're watching the show, you're watching for a reason, and whether it's you, whether it's a family member, whether it's your husband, whether it's yourself, if those joints, if they are talking to you and it's well more than a whisper, if they are prohibiting or maybe affecting your quality of life, you know, you see Andrew, and I know for myself, I'm moving around better in, you know, at almost 50 than I ever was in my late 20s and even early 30s. And really, if you take the right products, if you give your body what it needs, it's amazing how, I guess for lack of a better term, it's almost like the fountain of youth. It helps you keep that spring in your step and do the things that you want to accomplish in life. And whether it's your hands, whether it's your knees, whether it's your fingers, whether it's your back, whether it's your neck, whatever is talking to you most loudly, certainly we know this is going to help you. And at the kind of savings that we're doing today, it's really hard to resist.
Also, this happens to be one of those products. Lincoln weighs about 35 pounds or so. I tend to give him, he's a very active guy, needless to say, because he does everything I do, but I tend to give him a capsule a day of this. So there are many products like the Friendly Flora and things like that, which Friendly Flora is a wonderful thing to do to help your dog support their digestive system, dogs or cats. They share those ingredients with us. Friendly Flora is very important to them. But glucosamine chondroitin, as I said before, when I talked about our eye product, that our dogs experience a very accelerated lifespan, so it's very important. Their joints also rely on glucosamine chondroitin. In fact, the original research on glucosamine chondroitin, you'd see a lot of research that are basically animal studies, because they were looking at how these ingredients could help, especially dogs the dogs that are in for racing, or horses for racing and things like that, where their performance and their ability to recover and repair their joints is critical to the animals performing the way they're supposed to perform. Of course, we don't perform any animal research. The only animals we do research on are humans. So, so if my products are good enough to do research on humans, they're good enough for you.
Indeed. All right. Well, thank you so much for your orders. Remember, you're welcome to choose either the turmeric or the chondroitin, or you can get the bundles in the various sizes. So definitely take advantage of it. Free shipping.